Today's show is brought to us and you by DraftKings Sportsbook, baby. Only the top-rated sportsbook and app in all of North America. Safe, secure, reliable. We love all of that, baby. And I think you should as well. And that's the reason why we come bearing gifts. Promo code. Shout out to the promo code. It is MOATS. Simple concept. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. You make that first deposit bet, or you put that first initial deposit of $5 in, and you will receive up to $200 in bonus bets when you use that promo code. All right, it's a dope concept, man, and they got a ton of cool offers that are currently going on that you might get a chance to reuse some of those winnings potentially to make some more money. All right, but with that being the case, we also know that at times, man, you can get lost in the sauce. It can be a lot up on you, and you might develop a gambling problem. Well, if you're living in New York, it's a number that you can text. But for everybody else, the digits to dial are 1-800-GAMBLER.
Greg Yeager, Cordell Patterson proved why we unfortunately should not pay Najee.
Ooh, all right. Explain. Let me hear it. Why? Because Cordell Patterson's been paid. He's not a regular guy. He's been paid. He got paid in Atlanta.
No, I see what he's saying in terms of just a little bit more of the top end speed that someone like him or Jaylen Warren brings, like the contrast between them and Najee. I think the problem with Patterson though is his age.
I was gonna say, I was watching Najee for the first 3 quarters do the battering ram stuff.
Right.
Is Cordell doing that?
Right.
And, I like Cordell Patterson, man. I was a fan of him even in Atlanta and even in Minnesota when he was playing that kickoff return, man. Bad dude. But he ain't doing that. That's part of why Atlanta would struggle at times to run the ball. Because it's like, yo, you need a guy that can actually hit it in there. Like, he'll run in between the tackles, and he's explosive, which is why I think made him such a good back, and that's why Atlanta paid him. Because remember, we even talked about bringing him over beforehand. That was, 3 years ago now? Yeah, we were like, yo, we like that about him. But we know that that's still the part of his game that when we're talking about Najee, just watch Najee, even on the 3-yard run, on the 2-yard run. Like, watch how he is punishing defenders. And that's why when we talk about in the fourth quarter, these dudes don't really want to hit Najee anymore. And it's like, yo, he starts to heat up more and more later in the game.
Maybe that's why Patterson
and that's another part
pretty
of it.
good too.
Yeah, he done already softened
they just don't want to hit
up.
period.
Yeah, it's like, bro, watch. Man, I'm looking at Denzel Perry, man. Denzel's a good player in this league. Been doing it for a long time. Man, I'm watching Najee. Denzel hit Najee at the daggone line of scrimmage. Najee went him. Bah, get up off me, man. Throw this man to the ground. So I'm like, oh my God, dog. Denzel, I know you good, bro.
It was almost like the Myles Garrett play a couple years ago.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, dudes don't want to keep doing that. Dudes don't want to keep hitting that. And that's what it looked like. So as the game goes later and later, they start thinking about it, taking them funny angles. You like, oh, you got creative with that one, huh? You made yourself get blocked. I get it. I ain't gonna say nothing. I get it, though. Yeah. So that's the only thing that I don't agree in the sense of Cordell making it where, oh, this is why we don't pay Najee. I think Najee's style is just different. Think Bernard Hopkins, if you're a boxing fan, a dude that was just super defensive. It wasn't going to be flashy, pretty hand speed, and I'm trying to knock everybody out. It's like, nah, he want to come on in here, but I'm going to counter you to death. My defense filthy. It's awkward when we fighting, but before you know it, oh, he done dropped him. Oh, he done beat him. Oh, how he done that? That's Najee to me, man. Najee game ain't flashy. It ain't pretty, but it's like, bro, it's effective as heck. It's productive as heck, and I do think it's like its own entity. It's like, I'm trying to find his comp that is like him, because typically with that style, it doesn't last. But we're seeing him now constantly available, constantly produce. And I'm looking at, even think about what Cordell and Warren. Both of these guys have already experienced bumps and bruises a little bit for their various, positions. Now, it's not in the same sense of, oh, man, this guy, his shoulders jacked up. But it's like, yo, with the speed, with the little guys, they deal with the hammy stuff. Najee ain't really dealt with that type of stuff. Najee, we just finally seen Najee in the sling, and Coach T act like he ain't even, what? Who was you talking about again? He's what? No, we ain't worried about Najee. Good. It's like that, man. It's like the Terminator, bro. Keep coming, man. Shout out to Najee, man.
Yeah, maybe it's a different story if Patterson was
And he doesn't fumble.
26 and he's splitting the carries with
You know what I
Najee.
mean? Yeah.
Patterson was getting all that work in the fourth quarter.
Right.
Like you said, after Najee was
Think about
delivering all those hard hits on the
How often
Chargers
have
and they
you-
were getting tired.
is Najee ball security. I look at Najee holding that rock the same way when I think of L. Bell holding the ball. Them boys don't fumble. I'm not gonna whip it. Them boys don't fumble. You know what I mean?
And then Jaylen Warren, there have been times where he's been splitting the carries with Najee, and he does look more explosive. But as we're seeing this year, he's banged up a little bit.
It's tough to do what Najee does. Like, we kind of take it for granted because, like I said, it's
We
not
definitely do.
sexy.
I do.
It doesn't win style points, but this is effective as heck, and it's a big reason why we build the offense the way that we do it. And I get why they were trying to even add that 4-7. It's like, man, with a steady run game, it takes pressure off of your quarterback. It makes it where he doesn't have to be the man the whole time. And that's why even when Ben left and Kenny was here and Kenny had his struggles up and down, it's like, we're still going to be in every game because you got this. This is a big part of offense, running the football. And it's like, it might not always feel sexy, but it's like, bro, to get 1,000 yards in the season, over it. It's like, that's consistency, man. And you got to respect it when you're playing against it. It just isn't scary. That's the part that I think, like,
and then
throws it
particularly
off.
the first half of these last couple seasons,
Mm-hmm.
I just don't think Najee was running good. Now the O-line wasn't good either. He just didn't look right.
I'm
At
with
least
you.
this year he looks like Najee.
Last year we thought it was
healthy.
We was like, is it a health thing? We felt like the year before that it was more of an identity crisis. Like, you're trying to be little.
Well,
when
yeah,
you're
that
big.
was true.
Yeah.
Yeah, he tried to juke people and stuff, and Mitch was still in.
Yeah, it was like this weird, just you overthinking it, man. Like, just run behind your pass, bro. Whereas this year it's like he passed it all together. He has the identity, and he's healthy, and he has an O-line that's actually blocking from a quarterback that's been playing well.
Yep.
Receivers doing what they're supposed to do, and a coordinator that is actually highlighting the skill set that we currently have on offense, man.
Yeah, Arthur Smith
Yeah.
loves this type of shit.
Bro, man, Arthur Smith is over there just, oh, baby, I can't wait to call this one. Let me get 13 personnel real quick.
I think he doesn't even care if it's just 2 or 3 yards in the first quarter, second quarter. He's thinking about what it's going to mean for
In
the fourth quarter.
Yep, he's like, that.
How am I setting up what we're going to
Uh-huh.
look like in the fourth here, and how much
Absolutely.
the defense isn't going to want to tackle us?
It's like he's building upon it. Whereas, like I said, with Kennedy, it's more like I'm just trying to get the best call. I'm right here in the moment. Whereas with, like I said, Arthur Smith is just more so, it's a guy that's done it. It's a guy that's proven. It's a guy that understands, like, I'm here, but I'm setting this up. So in order to get to this, I need this, this, and this. And that's high level. That's when we talk Coach T. Coach T, man, I'm trying to get this. In order to get this, I need this to go. I need that there, and I need this here. We're going to show this the whole time, though. And he's like, oh, wow, I get your vision. So when you pay for that, you get that. We've decided to spend a little more, get a little guys in here, and we receiving the fruits of that labor right there, man. So shout out to the decision makers for bringing those guys in. But to me, man, I think that what Najee is doing, man, I think he's kind of unique in the sense of, like I said, it's not pretty, but the effectiveness does bring a lot of value to this team and gives him value with this team.